Darlings, this is a tarot vlog. It's going to be a tasty visual tarot vlog where I'm going to talk you through some of my love of the tool and take you on a bit of a journey with me. I've been a professional reader now for over 10 years, well over 10 years at this point, and I've loved every conceivable moment of the journey. I'm completely obsessed with tarot, and many of you already know that. And I really just feel like it's time for me to write a little visual love letter to the tool and take you along with me to London, to a tarot exhibition at the Warburg Institute. I'm going to show you some of the new decks in my collection, all of that good stuff. So if you're a Cardslinger, get comfortable and get ready for some serious imagery, geekery, and tarot adventure. I really feel like whenever I put a new deck into my collection, it's such a special moment, and it just feels like, you know, I'm sort of helping it to join the family. So I like to have some practice time with it, and I like to feel into what the imagery is saying to me. I want to feel it in my hands. I want to do some test readings on it. Here I'm doing a cheeky little mini reading for my best friend who's going to be coming with me to the exhibition later in the vlog. So I just really feel like getting a new deck is such an experience, and it's so magical. If it's not gifted, then it's something I've very often thought about for quite a long time before I purchased it. So it's just nice to have those moments of connectivity with the deck after it comes into your possession, isn't it? I always found that so lovely. So I'm basically going to take you guys now to the Warburg Institute in London, okay? There is a tarot exhibition that is going on. It's actually almost at its end. You can see here I'm incredibly excited to be able to go and to experience this for myself. So we're going off to Bloomsbury to experience a day of tarot joy. And you can see that I have got very much a spring in my step because I love the idea of having a little tarot day out. We're having a tarot outing, darling. And look how over the top excited I am to be going to London to see this exhibition, this collection of decks and information at the Warburg Institute. Totally free admission as well, which is really exciting. And I think whenever you're a reader, you know, you get very excited by anything like this that's close by, like anything that honors the tool and really helps you to like dive in deep to what you really love about it, and also to learn more about it. I'm never done learning. My tarot study is never at an end, and just having those days where I feel like I can really melt into the tool completely, especially in London, my favorite city in the world. Number one city for me. You can see from the look on my face, I'm just delighted. I'm always delighted. I've been in London all my life. It's a city I go to very regularly, but yet here I am delighted as usual. You can see how short I am in this footage too, by the way, guys. For anyone who doesn't know, I am 5 foot exactly. Yes, I am a tiny little Yappa type dog, okay? Little chihuahua on the loose in London. Here's me with my new Polaroid camera. I'm just getting super excited at this point. And so, you know, I kind of think we're getting into the mode now, right, of going on this outing. Here's me probably going on and on about tarot to my long-suffering, beautiful friend Danny, who is known for many moons how obsessed I am with the tool. And here we are in Woburn Square, the park at Woburn Square. Look at this church. Amazing. Church of Christ the King. I love the juxtaposition of it amongst all the modern buildings. Here I'm taking a photo of the Green Man statue by Lydia Kopinska in Woburn Square. I just found that really inspiring. It made my little pagan heart melt, actually. So that was awesome. So let's go into the Warburg Institute and have a look at this incredible exhibit that was happening. Okay, there was so many different decks to look at, and like I said, so much information, and there was a lot of highlighting of the significance of certain decks. Here I'm looking at Tarot Solar Busca, and yeah, it was just like, it was awesome to lean in and walk around. So let me show you some of what we saw inside. It was dead quiet inside, like everybody was very so serious inside. There was no talking. So you could really take the time to melt in. I didn't actually take any footage of this, but Austin Osman Spare's deck was on loan from whoever keeps it, the Magic Circle or whoever owns it. But that was really cool to see. Here you see some blown up imagery of the Thoth deck. I don't know if these are the originals. I think they're the originals. Yeah, they must have been. They look very, very beautiful. And so it was very cool to see that. I discovered Hexen 2.0 tarot at this exhibition. Never heard of it before, guys. Look at Hexen 2.0 tarot. Oh my goddess. I was obsessed. I was like, okay, we need to take footage of as many of these cards as possible. And by the end of going around this exhibition, I thought to myself, I'm going to get Hexen 2.0. There's no question. It's just it looks too absorbing and too in depth to not do it, you know? So definitely knew I was going to be doing that. Look at it. LSD for 9 of Wands. Yes. I was fascinated. So many figures to learn about as well. Here's Francis Yates, the historian of esotericism. There was lots of information about lots of different figures. So that was really awesome too, to get to see how many different people put tarot together for us and help us to learn about it and lean into it. And here's how we feel about David Lynch. All the love for David Lynch, okay? And here's how we feel about Donald Trump. Nah, mate, absolutely not. Okay, let's go to a little London garden now. This was over the road from Woburn Square. Got my keffir out here, just like slinging some cards on a beautiful sunny spring day. And I'm feeling very pleased with myself. And now we're going to Bone Daddy's for some ramen because I worked up quite an appetite with all that learning I was doing. I felt super fortunate and lucky to be in such a position to see so much good tarot goodness in the one place. Here's my ramen, my darlings. And look at all these amazing Japanese teddy boy punks on the walls. These are everywhere around Bone Daddy's and they're so great. Look at these amazing photos. Like, oh my God, love. Iconic. Little trip round a graphic bookstore there. Got to be done. Danny's quite the nerd for that stuff. That was just such an awesome day out. Like, I have to say, it filled my little Cardslinger heart up. And as you might have guessed, I did end up getting Hexen 2.0 tarot. I could not help myself, darlings. It had to be done. I'm completely obsessed with this deck. Look at it. It's amazing. It's by Susan Treister. I think that's how you say her name. Suzanne Treister. And it's really intriguing. It interconnects the histories of like the computer and the internet and cybernetics, but it's got science fiction stuff in there and it's got counterculture stuff. It's got stuff about the government, politics, the military, sociology. And so it really links the cards to these various different concepts, and it really sort of like blew my mind open a bit. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to do a lot of different study to understand some of the things that are in some of these cards because they're quite niche, but I think I'm going to commit to it, you know? So I allowed myself to get that one. I also want to show you this beautiful Divine Feminine tarot deck by Kokorina that I was playing with in the cafe a little bit at the beginning of the vlog. This was a gift from a very special human. If you're watching, darling, thank you so much. I love it. Look how beautiful and delicate and shiny and starry and delicious and gorgeous and gold and black and glamorous these cards are. Like, I'm kind of obsessed. So it's been really nice to be able to connect with this imagery. I love a pretty deck. I do love an aesthetic deck. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really love an Instagram ready deck that when you open it, you're just like, whoa, you did not have to pop off that hard. Okay. And that's definitely Divine Feminine Tarot for me. So I really do like this one. I wouldn't have chosen it for myself. And that's what I love about a tarot gift, right? Is that you kind of let somebody else step into your psyche and see what you might like. Yeah, Page of Cups here from the Colourful Neon Tarot. This is really awesome, Colourful Neon Tarot. I've really no idea where it comes from. My partner got it for me for my birthday. I think it's one of those like unofficial reimaginings of, obviously it's a reimagining and a recoloration of Rider-Waite-Smith. But my partner got it for me. He loved it because it looks like rave colours. It looks like fluorescent lights inside a nightclub or something. And it really does. It's my nightclub Rider-Waite-Smith, which I completely love. So yeah, I'm really keen on this one. Every time I open it, I just feel like I'm looking at neon light. I feel like I'm looking at something from that computer game, Cyberpunk. It just looks like the Cyberpunk murals. If anybody plays Cyberpunk, you're going to know exactly what I mean right now. Get at me in the comments if you know what I'm saying. The Modern Goth Tarot was another one of my birthday presents last December. Really, really love this one so much. It's by Natalie Foss and Stephen Baird, and it's a really great concept, guys. I mean, it is what it says on the tin. It's modern goth, The characters in this, you just feel so close to them and so affectionate towards them. I feel like I want to hang out with every single figure in this deck. The minor arcana is pips, but I still really love them. They're very colourful, very gorgeous details with the roses and the bats and everything like that. So, if you don't mind reading with pips, in other words, non-illustrated minors, and you love anything to do with goth, you're really going to want Modern Goth Tarot. Nice, juicy, big cards, lots of nice colour combos. And like I said, I just feel really affectionate towards this deck. And then finally, I got myself a cheeky little present. This is the Rosebud Tarot. Now, many of you know I do love a collage deck. I'm really keen. My favourite deck in the world, actually, is the Muse Tarot, which is a digital collage deck. I tried to resist putting the Rosebud Tarot into my collection, but actually, you know what? I couldn't resist in the end. Look at this deck. I'm completely astounded by it. It's so beautiful. It's by Amanda Lee Stillwell and Diana Rose Harper. I love the concepts in this deck. I absolutely fell in love with it, even from the meaning of Five of Air alone. And for anyone who's got Rosebud Tarot, you know what Five of Air is all about. It just really, that finished me off. As soon as I saw that card, I knew the meaning, and I was like, I love this deck. I'm in love. I very much love things that just look like the paper has been collected together for my visual, heart to burst open. Look how beautiful it is. What a world. Darlings, thank you so much for coming with me to have an adventure. Much love, Cardslingers.